Well, I almost did it again. It's 11:43. Luckily I didn't, though. And I got some pretty cool stuff to talk about. I went to Universal Studios with a very good friend of mine. And one of the things that... Sorry, I just have to close doors when I see them open. ADHD thing, I guess. I actually genuinely don't know why. Anyway, so... I went to Universal Studios with a friend of mine, as I just said. And the thing... And some good things happened there. First things first, it was the new park. Universal Epic Universe, as they call it. And I've grown up going to theme parks basically all my life because I lived in Denver, and my family had an RV, so every winter we went to Disneyland, and every spring we went to Disney World. We just divided and conquered. And the thing about that... Forgot the trunk. And the thing about that is I got to see a lot of theme parks evolve, and in the case of Disney parks, devolve. It's genuinely kind of sad how Disney has kind of just given up with their parks. They've gotten lazy with it, and that's because, well, they believe that all they need is a good IP, and they don't actually need, like, well-made rides or immersive worlds, and, you know, yeah. The thing about theme parks is immersion is everything. And the issue with immersion in that very, very specific case is you have to do it right. And Disney stopped doing it right. They stopped caring. There we go. Disney stopped caring. And this isn't just me thinking this is a lot of people thinking this. And the cost is now prohibitively expensive, even to somewhat wealthy families that have annual passes. So the amount of people at their park, the amount of people at their parks right now is dropping rapidly because people can't afford it, which sucks. But that's what they get, I guess. But it doesn't matter. When companies get really, really big, they start getting complacent. They start believing that, they're untouchable. And that's not how that works. At all. In any way, shape, or form. I want to get in there. But Universal, at least the new park, cared. The amount of times I felt immersed and like I was actually in another world was incredible, and they did it incredibly well, which is really cool because because again, everyone else kind of just stopped caring. Which really sucks, because I have good memories of the Disney parks. I'm still pissed at them for bulldozing Lights and Motors Action and Hollywood Studios to make Star Wars Land, which ironically was the beginning of the end for the parks, because after Star Wars Land came out, they used a new section of a park as an excuse. They used it as an excuse to raise the prices of the entire park. and it's too expensive now for almost everyone. But that's sad stuff. Today, like I said, I went to Universal, and I have very, very, very shit luck. One of the escalators was broken, which caused a, massive problem when it comes to ferrying people to Nintendo Land, which is a new thing in the Epic Universe park. And I kind of joked with my friend and basically said, yep, I'm here now, so everything's gonna break. Sorry. I got awful luck. I am a jinx. And indeed I am a jinx, because an 110-minute line turned into 3 hours. 110 minutes turned into a 180-minute wait, and it's... Jesus Christ, man. It sucks. But, well. But yeah, during that 3-hour wait, I started just talking to a family, a mother and a father that had a kid, and the kid was pretty cool, and they were pretty cool. We talked about like where we came from, road trips, driving over mountains at night. Just stuff like that. And while we did that drive, what? Oh, right. Sorry. While we were talking, the kid reached for my little lanyard with my keys, and started looking at the keychain that I have, which is a keychain of a friend of mine from the VTuber community, who I haven't talked to in a while because she's busy, which makes me sad. She's always a blast to hang out with, even though I haven't done it much. Good friend of mine. But yeah, he started playing around with the keychain, and the parents kind of reprimanded him a little bit because he didn't ask, and they're teaching their kid not to touch people before without asking them, which is that's good parenting. But I didn't really have a problem with it, and I started talking with them. I started like pointing out stuff at like the line. The parents didn't have a problem with this because I wasn't like being like creepy or anything. I was just having fun with them, and he just up and asked me like out of nowhere, and it reminds me of when I was a kid. He just straight up asked me, "Do you want to be my friend?" And that's exactly what I was like as a kid, man. And it's just kind of as a joke, but also because I didn't want to be a dick to him, and I wanted to be nice. And if I said no, it probably would have not ended well for the family or me when it comes to our ears. And I kind of jokingly said, to appease the small child, yeah, sure, why not? And he gave me a hug, just out of nowhere. After waiting about half a second to gauge the parents' reactions, I hugged him back. Having faith in humanity is really difficult nowadays. With all the negativity, with all the evil in the world, it's difficult. it's difficult and in a lot of ways straight up just impossible to have faith. Everyone's evil. Everyone's looking out for themselves. That's what you start to think. But when you start to think that way, it's hard to stop it. And well, when I meet good people like that, it restores a little bit of that faith. Because humanity at its core, in my opinion, is good. Humanity is not selfish. Humanity is not evil. Some people can be. But it's not the majority. That's why I like to believe. The world likes to laugh at me for believing that, because, you know, there's no good reason for me to have faith in humanity, especially nowadays. But why not? When you meet good people like that, you will regain your humanity faster than you would ever expect. And I think it's good to have faith in humanity. No! Oh. I didn't shoot the trap in time. Man. Oh well. I will avenge you. Rest in peace, Maurice. Rest in peace. Oh, man. But yeah, having faith in humanity is difficult. Especially nowadays. And I, especially nowadays, have kind of lost a lot of my faith in humanity. With all the conflict and all the war and all of the evil fucking things that people are doing. And it just... I had almost no faith when I came into the park today. Genuinely. I was expecting to be disappointed. I was expecting it to be another shitty cash grab like the Disney parks. Bare minimum of stuff done for immersion. Just... half-assed and half-baked. And I expected to see families that are just doing their own thing and not caring about what happens to people next to them. And I especially had very little faith in humanity because on the drive there, I saw so many people just being assholes, dude. The most entitled drivers you will ever find on the planet Earth, man. And then I met the kid and his parents. And when I left the parks, I was leaving the park at the same time that they did. And they waved to me. Talked to me more. Just had a good time. We just talked. We hung out. Milo hugged me again. I hugged him back, and my faith in humanity was rekindled, I guess is the word. And I hope it stays that way. Have a good night.